because I also like to project my voice, and I want to project my voice. So let's see. But depicting a problem. While scholars engaged in the study of black religion have labeled literature a valuable resource, one that provides glimpses into the culture and historical memory of Black America. Not all the lessons this literature provides have been absorbed or even acknowledged. What we are pointing to is the manner in which African American literature has given graphic attention to the uneasy presence of sexuality and the erotic within the context of religious life. The secrets, the unspoken, and unaddressed realities of human existence are not bracketed within the environs of religious community, according to the genius of African American literature. Sure, physical needs and desires remain ever present. Although an effort is made to drown them underneath a flood of theological rhetoric and ritualized distrust of the body. In this regard, the Apostle Paul's suspicion of the human body is played out in African American religiosity. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the soul, things of the but they that are after the soul, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. Okay. For to be carnally minded, and I think that means bodily, like fleshly and stuff. To be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So they that are in the flesh cannot please God, and that's why I have to. This is an important book for the reason. I can get to that. Never mind. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get what I want. I like that girl. One shit. I need to. You already know. I ain't going shit out of her. I'm just saying. So over and over and over and over again, over and over shit. I'll do it. They take it. You saying for real, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, nigga. You saying, nigga, shoot. Alright, what are these words? Let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in lust thereof. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto God, as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto God. I just mean, like I said, I want to bone the shit out of my life of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So Paul's pronouncements and suspicions are played out by means of a disregard, if not outright hatred, for the manner in which we must carry our bodies through the world, responding, however, reluctantly to its needs and desires. The Apostle Paul's sentiment. Dang, what is it? 8? Like what? I mean, I don't know what you're saying. Like, what time is it, nigga? Why is this ringing? Like, what's going on? Like, damn. Like, sure. Yeah, I know it was 2 p.m. Like, what the fuck? Dang. telling me you it's on you. Stop playing with that. For the manner in which we must carry out our bodies to this world, responding however reluctantly the Apostle Paul. Sentiment is hauntingly familiar to those, say, in James Baldwin's Go Tell It on the Mountain. Near the end of the book, the protagonist, John Grimes, finds himself on the floor of the small Pentecostal church his family attends, wrestling with the will of God and in/through his body. It is as conversation requires a ripping apart. It is if conversion requires a ripping apart of body and spirit. The former denounced and despised, and the latter renewed and freed. So the body, whatever that means, the former denounced and despised, and the latter spirit renewed and free. I'm breaking it down also. Sometimes you break it down, for the layman, something. I don't know what it's called, but I'm saying just break it down sometimes too. So yeah, but those in the field of the literary studies who have given attention to Baldwin's novel note with great insight the manner in which John's wrestling with God is also a wrestling against his own flesh and its unspeakable desires, those yearnings John has but cannot express. So, a similar tension is expressed in more recent literature, such as Alice Walker's The Color Purple. Celly or Seeley, whatever, in the form of letters written to God, articulates the discomfort with flesh encouraged by social perceptions of black women. I'm looking at the time real quick now. In one such letter, Seeley notes that Mr. Come get me to take care of his rotten children. He never, let me stop. He never asked of me nothing about myself. He clam on top of me and fuck. Even when my head bandaged, nobody ever loved me, I say. Walker makes the tension between spiritual matters and flesh more explicit when Shug talks to Squeak, Mary Ings. Oh shoot, I'm trying to get time good, right? All right. Encouraging her to sing in public, irrespective of what Squeak thinks about her voice and ability to sing well, in making her point that Squeak should sing. Shug says, I tell you something else. Shug say to Mary Ings, listen to you sing. Folks get to thinking about a good screw. Stupid. Oh, Miss Shug. Say, Mary Ings, changing color. Shug said, what to shame-faced to put singing and dancing and fucking together? She laughed. That's the reason they call what us sing the devil's music. Devils love to fuck. See,